I had to do a quick search on my PC about this one. Log report. 10:44 in the morning. It's still the 1st of November 2023. A letter addressed a long slew of these damn things over to Daryl on this one. Artist in recovery. He's going to hate me like crazy on this. Okay, last of it, I hope, for today. And for anybody else who keeps watching these things. Anyway, Weaver John C., Rosamond, California. Shall we talk about Rosamond? The Antelope Valley? The geologic nature of California? Scared the fuck out of me ever since the day I had our first earthquake back in 1971 when the fault out in Sylmar scared the living crap out of people left and right. Caused a hell of a lot of damage. Daryl, you know about weather, how the weather affects people, how the weather affects things, and what kind of damage could be here and there and everywhere else. That scares the living crap out of you. Well, imagine me being scared the crap out of earthquakes. I kept telling people that to experience an earthquake is you'd hate it. You can see a tornado coming by the cloud patterns or predict them when they're coming up and use Doppler radar to see if they're going to do a cyclone on the damn thing. If it's going to start twisting around, you'll see the vortices and it's like, oh shit, we got a warning, boys and girls. So we get the alarm on that one. A hurricane, big monster, okay? Tears apart people left or right. Huge storm systems coming through. Dump a lot of rain and do a lot of weather damage. Cause insurance rates to go skyrocketing or non-existent. Rainstorm, winds, wind, flooding. But the shifting of the earth, the ground yourself, oh my God, that's scary. You don't know if it's going to happen. You don't know where your next step's going to be. You take things for granted until, let's do the demonstration, shall we? What's going on with the video? What's going on with the video? Oh, no. We can't do this. We can't. Oh my God, something just dropped down there. What the hell's going on? The screen is shaking. The person is screaming. Notice that in the background there's nothing moving. But the screen is shaking. And the guy is freaking out. And something dropped on the floor. Ah! Okay, enough of that. I'm going to get me PTSD after this. Oh, good Lord. Oh, good Lord. It's a lot worse when the actual thing hits. Shaking a computer screen around will give you maybe just a little bit of the uncertainty, and screaming and yelling and actually having something falling down on the floor. Well, it's a good touch right there. I didn't expect it, but it happened anyway. It's unexpected. So when things happen like that, it's something unexpected. You'd see a hurricane coming. I'd argue with people regarding things like this. You can see a weather pattern coming. You're going to freak, or you're going to go crazy, or you're going to do what? But an earthquake is a sneaky bastard. It's the movement of rocks. It's the fluidity of the rocks and the shifting of fault lines, of heat, of pressure. In certain aspects, in certain material, in certain minerals, things get changed underneath the surface, and before you know it, you got shaking like crazy happening. If there's a hell of a lot of movement coming in because of certain magma displacements or something underneath happening, maybe water displacement, maybe water's moving somehow, or get changed in a different state. Maybe there was fracking in the area, people trying to get oil and natural gas out of the ground, so they force stuff into the ground to break things apart or suck things out. And the ground gets unsettled, and you have seismic activity. You have the ground shaking without even realizing why. In Midwest, what was it, for the past few decades, they had problems with the fracking situations. You suck out moisture or you displace the moisture one way or another. And what do you get is a movement of the earth itself, of the minerals being dissolved, changed, formatted, moved, and then all hell breaks loose. In Florida or in the East Coast, if it's saturated enough, you get, this thing scares the hell out of me, sinkholes. There are certain minerals out there, geologic minerals, that are formed by dead animals. Calcium is in limestone is created. The bones of deceased critters, millions of years old, or maybe hundreds of thousands of years. But by time and pressure and chemical changes, they turn into uh, calcium and they turn into limestone and other dissolvable minerals out there. Now, once water hits them, it changes the molecular density of the mineral itself to a soluble mineral where it dissolves. It's like putting sugar in the water. You can't see it, but you can taste it. But it changes the structure of the ground to where water starts dissolving the minerals at a rate to where holes are being created from the surface into caverns. That's why nobody ever survives. You don't know how the deep hole is. You don't know how lengthy it is. Once you get that hole, how deep does it go, and what about the mineral content of it? That's why I don't want to go back to east. Every once in a while, they'll have an earthquake over there because they have shifting of minerals over there. If they had enough dissolvable minerals in the substrata, I looked at maps regarding Florida. Oh, God. I thought I was seeing too many damn spots. It was making me nauseous. You ever heard of a psychological term called trypophobia? You see so many repeating patterns of certain sorts that creeps you out, freaks you out, makes you sick to your stomach. Some people called it, maybe it was part of our human nature for self-defense mechanism. I thought it was just a psychological creep factor. Nature has a way with its, I'm going to use the damn thing, fractal nature of it. That freaks man out left and right. A sunflower will do that to you. A seed pod will do that to you. People making images on the screen will freak you out like crazy. Oh my God, I'm getting sick to my stomach just talking about this damn crap. Sometimes I have to feel things and understand that there are no threat. And I have to keep telling myself no threat on this one. That'll really freak me out, I'll tell you. But anyway, out here in the West Coast, we have mountain ridges, we have fault lines hidden and not so hidden. If you look on a Google Maps or even Google Earth, and you scroll up, or actually you get a wider image of California, there are images of valleys, of peaks, of long mountain ranges. Some of these long mountain ranges actually have a fault line running right through the damn thing. All the way up to Washington, close to it anyway. You can actually see the geologic nature at work, the thrusting of the mountains going up, or actually the sliding of the North American and the Pacific plate. There are also subduction zones where a plate would just go right over each other. There'd be pressure, there'd be heat build up to where areas surrounding it could be a buildup of geologic forces of hot magma trying to force minerals to move up or move sideways, even making volcanic hotspots. So in California, we've got the San Andreas Fault Line, the major one that runs up and down from the Baja Peninsula all the way up through Alaska area, roughly. Certain portions of it still moves, still stretches out the crust. There are certain areas along the coastline that still go underneath another plate, but it's still on a move, on a constant move. But in human terms, it's a long ass time. But in geologic terms, it's a fast moving sucker. But you want to see a faster moving sucker? You look at Japan and you look at the area around that one. They get volcanism all the damn time. Not to mention, we're looking at Hawaii, an isolated area. There's volcanoes happening on there too in our lifetime. Out here in California, we don't know when that shifting of the plate is going to happen. In different areas, they shift and stretch and bend the plates left and right. Is it adding or subtracting stress to the other portions of it? And the scientists still haven't figured that shit out yet. Because we still can't predict the accuracy of the damn quakes except when they happen. And then have these alerts tell us that there's an earthquake. But not when it's going to happen. We can't see it with any kind of radar, sophisticated equipment. We haven't developed to the point where we're looking at seismic monitors of seeing the actual dynamics of the Earth moving itself. I wish we had, because we would have predicted a hell of a lot of earthquakes. Okay, getting back to my little neighborhood here. The Antelope Valley is existing between two, maybe many fault lines, but two plain are the Andreas, which is going from, well, it's basically looking like this, or actually looking like this. And we have the Gorlick Fault Line, which is making it into an apex. I'm looking at it that way. Of course I could go like this. But it's still at an angle. The angle is pointing westwards. The open space to the east. So I'd see a major convergence on these damn things. Everyone is afraid of the one that's facing Los Angeles. We've got other fault lines up north and southwards, California, that are having more of the volcanic activity, not the volcanism, but more of the seismic activity happening. But everyone's afraid of the stuff happening over here. We had minor quakes. Actually, we had, a lot of minor quakes happening. But we also had major quakes of different fault lines. We didn't even recognize that they were there. They were hidden. We couldn't see it on the surface, but they were underneath the surface. And they would either rise or fall or slip sideways. But if we actually saw the geographic features change, that would have given us an indication we got a fault line somewhere in there. And there was a lot of changes in 71, and then it was 94 that scared the hell out of people. Not to mention it was, the 87 Whittier Narrows that happened. That scared the hell out of people, too. Malibu quake had one. Ridgecrest a few years back had a 6.4 out in the deep desert regions. They were stretching of a fault line out there. They still have the evidence out there still. So things are bending and stretching like crazy. And what scares the hell out of the people is that one of these here days, those major fault lines are going to go erupting. They kept saying the Gorlick Fault Line, the one that's right above Rosamond, in that area, is going to move. And that scares the hell out of us. And seeing the way the mountains are, seeing how the canyons are, seeing how the geologic features and the geographic features are. Oy. I could deal with a earthquake. I can deal with a hurricane maybe, and get out of the area fast enough and just deal with the light winds, not the flooding, screwing things up. No, it's the critters that are walking through the damn shit I'm worried about, not the two-legged ones either. Walking, slithering, swimming around. Oh boy. And not to mention the dirty water. And you had tornadoes tearing things up left and right. A lot of winds. Well, we get winds out here, but not that strong. We get dust devils out here. Huge, dusty, tornado-like stuff. It could be still as hell outside, and we'd get a dust devil going on. Small ones to a larger one. Oh my God, there's something to get a camera and watch. Sometimes they're dangerous, but we haven't had any dangerous winds. Not that much anyway. Predicted, yeah, but we haven't had them out here in the deep desert. Or actually closer to the mountains anyway. But we'd get them. We'd get them. Volcanism, seismic activity, the movement of the earth, geology at work. Take your pick. Oh, then there's astronomy. Then you got the study of the sun, ready to fry up you and everybody else. That's terrifying right there. Having the sun fry up everything. Ugh. I'm not looking forward to that one either. Now, weather patterns on the sun, whether or not the cosmic rays from outside are going to be coming down. I'm not talking about conspiracy theories. I'm talking about scientific, terrifying things to think about. We have an atmosphere. We have a magnetic sphere. We have something that will protect us to a point concerning by cosmic radiation, and not to mention the effects of the sun. But if this stuff happens to weaken, that's what scares the hell out of me. And what do we do? Oh, yeah. I thought crabs were bad enough. Little tiny crabs. My dreams trying to crawl to get me. It's my fears, my phobias, my decisions, everything else rolled up into these little tiny things with the pinchers, and they're coming towards me left and right. Holy shit. I hate shellfish. I hate cockroaches, but I gotta deal with these sons of bitches. I live with these bastards. Can't get rid of them. No place to move around here anyway. I'm stuck, so deal with it. Okay, I guess that's about it, Daryl. I think I'm talked out at this point. If I were to see real horror, I'm going to be seeing what's happening overseas. Yeah, I caught that last bit of your video there, part of it. You're talking about issues with it. That's why I went on the long range tyrant. I'm a tyrant. No, it's supposed to be tirade. Yeah, but I'm a tyrant, Henry. One of the videos I was trying to talk about, there was a town. Was it Rock Springs? It couldn't have been Rock Springs. It had to be somewhere else. It had to be somewhere else in that area. Hang on. Get the layers on. I need to see something on there. Because I needed to see where the hell he was. It was a tourist area of Wyoming. It was a tourist area. Oh, shit. I don't even know where the hell the damn place is at. Oh, I screwed up on that one, didn't I? Atlantic City? And Wyoming? I'm well off. I'm well off. Oh, shit. Well, I just lost my place. Fort Berger. North Rock Springs, yeah, but that wasn't. Kind of bad for that place. What's the tourist trap that they got for Wyoming? Yeah, because this one's biting me in the ass on this one. Skiing in the area when there's snow. I'll talk about that one and I get ready for that one. Not just yet, I'm talked out. So I will bore the crap out of you later, Daryl. And everybody else for that matter.